recording has started.
Yeah.
Geographical indication tag sought for Kerala's legendary Bifur Uru.
Bepur.
Bifur Uru.
Uru, yeah.
Bifur
Uru.
Uru. Okay.
Uru, yeah.
Uru is a boat, I think. It is
Correct.
traditional boat.
It's a traditional boat, yeah.
Where it is Bifur in Kerala?
So Bepur is actually a place. It's in northern Kerala.
Northern Kerala. Okay.
Right. It's you can say I don't. It's basically in northern Kerala. If you are being more specific, you can say that it's a town actually. Bepur
It's
is
a
a town.
town. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to be right, it's in the district of Kozhikode.
Kozhikode district.
Kozhikode, right? That is Calicut as we call it,
Calicut.
right? It is in the Calicut district, right? So
Calicut is its another name is Kozhikode.
Kozhikode, yeah, Kozhikode.
Kozhikode,
right? The sound that Z and H makes.
Okay,
right.
we are calling it Kozi.
Yeah, Kozhikode, right? It's a what we can say, a word that exists only in Malayalam. That's why. Right, that the sound that Z and H makes.
Okay.
Right, Kozhikode, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very, I mean, I said you in news, when we cover a news, we use we use many past tense. We use many tense. Our tense is in the past. Our narrative is in the past.
Yeah.
So here also, the District Tourism Promotion Council, Kozhikode, has applied for a geographical indication tag for the famous Before Uru.
Right.
So here the verb is has applied.
Right, has applied.
Has applied. Okay, maybe it is in the maybe it is present perfect, but work is already done.
Yeah.
Work is already done, but it is related to the present tense.
It is, present perfect. Present. They have used
perfect.
has over here because, right, they are, the District Tourism Promotion Council is a third person. That is why they are using has over here.
Has. And,
right? Yeah.
The process is still continuing and not yet
right.
finished. The process is still continuing.
Right.
So, next time, next para, it is a wooden though. That means a ship, a sailing boat or sailing vessel, handcrafted by skilled artisans and carpenters in Bipur, Kerala. According to details provided by the District Tourism Department Council in its filing with the Geographical Indication Registry here in Chennai, the Bifur Urus are a symbol of Kerala's trade relations and friendship with the Gulf countries.
Right.
And I mean, earlier people were using this boat to travel.
True.
Oh, great. Okay. So traveling on this boat in the sea means they are ready to sacrifice their life also.
Yeah.
To reach foreign places.
Places, right?
Yeah.
Even now also there are cases of people going illegally to the right, Middle Eastern countries and those kinds of places. They can if it is something legal, they go by this particular thing, that is Uru.
Okay.
Right, they take this particular thing, Uru. So Uru is something that the people in certain coastal places, they specialize in making this particular thing, Uru.
Yeah, yes.
It's a small ship kind of a thing, what we call as a dhow. Not dough, dhow. Right, DHOW.
Yeah. The Urus are purely made of premium wood without using any modern techniques. The wood used to build the Uru is still sawed the traditional way, which requires immense expertise. Expertise. Yes.
Right.
Thank you. It takes 1 to 4 years to build each Uru, and the entire process is done manually, said IPR attorney P. Sanjay Gandhi, who filed the application. Today, many artisans involved in uru making are over 50 to 70 years old, and they have been in the profession since their fathers passed on the tradition to them.
Right.
Records quoted in the filing show that Bifur has been a legendary maritime hub for traders from across the world since the first century Christian era, and the iconic Uru ships have been in high demand for around 2000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whenever there is an event in the past, they are giving it in the past tense, records quoted in the filing.
Right.
So, whenever there is someone giving that information, we are giving it in the past tense. So, whenever we are explaining, whenever we are defining, or whenever we are explaining what is Guru, then we are giving it in simple present.
Simple present, yeah. Yes.
It is a wooden dough. This is information. It is a wooden dough, handcrafted by skilled artisans.
Right. Whenever you're explaining something, you can use simple present in that
present
case.
tense. And whenever we are quoting, officials, whenever we are explaining the past information, we are using past tense.
Yeah, in the sense like, if you are quoting the direct dialogue as it is,
yes.
in that case, you have to stick to, right, for example, so and so person said. And then if you are putting it in terms of quotes, you have to use the entire same dialogue. But if you're using passive voice, you can completely have to convert it into past tense.
Past tense, yes.
That's it. It depends on what you're using.
Yeah.
Right. If you're using if you're using the same dialogue the person has said, you can use it in the simple, right? You can use it in the simple present or present continuous, etc. But if you are quoting in the sense, right, that is when you're quoting. But on the other hand, if you are like converting, right, you are making it into past tense, you can use your own this thing, right? You can use in the past, you can use
this importance of this geographical indication tag. Once they get this tag,
right,
they will nobody has right to prepare, or nobody has right to make this boat in the world. In the world, nobody has the right. If they make someone in California, if they make this kind of boat, they will be punished by police.
Right. It's
they have to give, they have to pay compensation.
Right. It's something like a patent, you can say, in that case.
Patent
Right.
kind of,
A kind of a patent,
patent.
kind of a day, right? So
it is valid for 10 years only. After 10 years, again you have to apply for geographical indication tag.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
according to the act, there is one act, Government of India Act is there. Okay. According to that act, for 10 years it is valid once we get certificate. So all over the world, where people, if they want this kind of boat, they will give order only to Bifur. Before artisans, they will get orders and they will get money.
Yeah. So what they're trying to show is that, right, basically that this Uru is something that has to be made by the people of Bepur. That's it, right? They can't be made anywhere else. That is what they're trying to.
With this, if they get this geographical indication tag, even this culture and their skill, it will be discussed all over the world.
Well, yeah, true.
That's why people will appreciate it and people will talk about it. Just now, today only I came to know about this kind of
geographical. Okay. I think what this GI means is that if you're making an Uru, it has its origin in Bepur. That's it. Right. If you're making an Uru, does it say anything that nobody else is supposed to make? Is there anything like that?
Here it is not there, but I got that information from some,
that it's a patent.
Patent from somewhere, and that's why they are applying for this one.
Okay.
So it is all over the world. It is a unique thing. Whenever there is unique thing, then only they will give.
Correct.
Suppose someone in Portugal they are already making this kind of boards.
Yeah.
They don't give.
They won't give that. That's
They
true.
won't.
That's true. Yeah. Even in
It,
yeah, yeah. Even in like in the case of India, also like in different states, we have different forms of like that boat building. Like if you go to Jammu, Kashmir, etc., they have something called that shikara.
yeah, yes.
Right, that smaller type of boat, I guess.
Yeah, that is
Uh,
different. This is different. It
different,
has
yeah.
unique qualities.
Qualities, yes.
So no one can copy it,
Hmm.
and no one can do this kind of boats.
Correct, that's true.
They need skill. They have to learn it only from before artisans.
Artisans, yeah, that's true.
If I go to before only, then only they will teach me.
Yeah,
And I have to stay there for a long time, and they have to accept me as their student.
student.
Then
Okay.
only I will learn that craft.
Craft. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's good. That's good, right? So it's a yeah, it's an right? It's a what we can say. The people who are making it can be called artisans in that
Yeah,
case,
yes,
right? Yeah, right.
artisans.
Artisans, right? So right. So the right. So this is in the case of right. Initially, you have that past where you are right talking about the decision made, and then they are explaining the Uru what it is, so that makes it simple present.
Uru is a Malayalam word, I think.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think so.
okay.
I'm not sure if it has its origins in some other language, but it's yeah in India I have seen it being mostly used in Kerala.
You, yeah,
Right. Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
It is a local word, I think.
It's a local word, and that too mostly used in that Kozhikode Bepur area mostly.
Okay.
Mostly they use it, right? So there are certain people who specialize in the making of Uru. So they use it. There are certain like very old, again, that what we say is seasoned Uru makers are there.
Yes.
So they are the people who who are right who know how to manufacture or how to make these things. And that
Yes.
too, it's completely handcrafted. It's completely handcrafted. So that is why it takes time.
Yes.
It takes time, right? It is not machine made as such. It is handcrafted, and they have to select that premium. It is made from a specific type of wood, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
So it takes
Uh,
time.
in Telugu, we are calling it Padava. Padava.
Oh, okay. This kind of a boat.
This kind of a boat, Padava.
Okay,
Padava. Padava.
Padava. Okay.
Uh,
So
uh,
what is it used for basically?
Padava is for catching fish.
For catching
Here
fish.
it is used, I think, even for traveling also,
It is mostly used for transporting people.
transporting people
Yeah,
also.
back in the old days, it is something that could be used to cover long distances.
Long distances,
Right, it could be used to cover
Uh,
long distances.
uh, even
Cargo.
it is looking like a house also. You
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah. True, 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 true.
there are two floors.
Floats also, that's
Uh,
true. It
uh,
was used for storing cargo, it was used for transporting people and so
uh,
on. Back it.
yeah.
So you can like it is supposed to be resistant, more resistant, so that like if there are heavy storms or anything like that, it can right, it can withstand that thing.
Yes, even
So
the selection of
wood, yeah,
wood is also
correct.
peculiar wood, and
True.
we can find that kind of wood only in Kerala, may.
They use that premium wood, right? So it's a huge process because first they have to go around selecting the right kind of wood, and only then they start manufacturing it, and that too it has to be made in a specific way, etc.
Yeah, yes,
Right. It has mast also. Usually, in the case of Indian, I'm not sure whether like in the case of India, we are not like we never used to make like traditionally we never used to make ships or anything like that.
okay.
Right, we never used to. We were not like experienced. What we can say, like seafarers.
Seafarers, yes.
Right, we were not seafarers. We used to build small boats for fishing, but
Yeah.
not for covering long distances.
Ship kind of, yes,
Right.
big ship.
We
So
yeah, right.
Portugal, and this Poland,
Yeah, right.
those people, Dutch people, they made big ships, and first
Correct.
Columbus came to Kerala.
Yeah, they were seafarers. They were
See,
seafarers, right? Indians weren't exactly seafarers, right? I mean, there is not that much of a history. There might be like a, right here and there might be certain cases of, right, cases of seafaring, but India wasn't exactly known for seafaring.
Yes,
right, going to other places.
for that there is one reason, because we are sufficient. We
Yeah.
have sufficient wealth, and that's why we are not searching for wealth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right. Yeah,
Mm.
right.
And
If we
also,
had become seafarers, you could have said that we might have also become end up like, ended up traveling to other places at very long period of time.
yeah,
Right. In way back in the past, we might have right gone to other countries also, but we don't have that history of traveling to
yes,
other
yes.
places that much.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
One or two kings only they traveled, from from Tamil Nadu to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
These kings of Tamil Nadu, they traveled to Sri Lanka because it is very near to Tamil Nadu.
True.
That's why they
True.
traveled to Sri Lanka only.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
They traveled, right? They could travel, but again, it was again what we can say met with several hardships, right? When
Met with this.
they are traveling that long distances. It was never a smooth sailing. It was never a smooth, right, as smooth as you can imagine.
Yeah.
It has a lot of problems,
Mm.
right? Hardships, as we mentioned,
Yes,
right? So,
this Karikala Choludu, he traveled to Sri Lanka.
hmm,
He bought he bought many Sri Lankans to Tamil Nadu
Tamil Nadu, yeah,
as slaves.
right, 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 yeah,
By using them, he built Kaveri bridge.
bridge, yeah,
Kaveri reservoir.
reservoir, yeah,
Something that a bank. It was prepared. It was made. It was constructed with the help of Sri Lankan slaves.
yeah, yeah, true. Mm-hmm.
Thousands of slaves he bought from Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So in those times, he went to Sri Lanka, and he conquered Sri Lanka, and get back with
Mm.
many slaves.
And yeah, he
Uh,
returned with many slaves, right? He came back with
Slaves
many slaves.
came
That's
back
true.
with
That's true.
slaves.
Right, that's
Uh,
true.
that is Kaveri reservoir, some Anakat, or some that is the oldest
Mm-hmm.
reservoir in India right now.
India, yeah.
Uh,
Right, true, 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 true. It's one of the oldest reservoirs, right? So we did have trade relations, but like with our nearest neighbors. That's it.
uh,
Not that much, right? We never had trade relations with far off places,
yes,
though they had trade relations with us.
yes,
Right, they used to have trade relations with us, but we very rarely,
very rarely.
right? Yeah, we went out, you could say.
Yes, yes, you are
Right,
correct. And
yeah.
after the invasion of foreigners, then
Hmm.
only there were many fightings between our kings.
Yeah, true.
They foreign kings, foreign invaders.
Hmm.
They started. They have become. They made our kings.
Yeah,
So they made one king as their friend, and they are trying to uh, I mean they try to uh, fightings, among our kings.
right.
They are the reason for the rivalry between our kings.
Kings, yeah, true.
Even Britishers also, they divided our kings.
Yeah.
Their policies divide and rule.
That's true. That's true. Right, the
Before
point.
that,
Right.
our kings, they were all united, and they have their own friendship, and uh, they were not that much. There was no that much enmity between among them.
Yeah, there
Uh,
wasn't that much enmity. Yeah, that's true. There wasn't
yeah,
that much enmity among them.
among them.
I mean, I think so. I'm not sure, but I mean, when it came to India, it has always been the case that right, we all had a habit of like right, we always used to sustain within ourselves, in the sense like we rarely ventured out. We never
Yeah.
went out of our comfort zone.
Comfort zone,
So right,
yes.
yeah, right.
Correct.
Only
Comfort
if
zone.
we comfort zone, right? Only if we right, even if we went out, also it was just to conquer. That's it.
Yes, yes.
Right, it was just to conquer. That back in those days, right, kings, they used to do that, right, before the advent of the British rule. Also, right, they used to do that, but that was only for diplomatic relations were hardly there. Right,
Yeah.
right. even if diplomatic relations were there, it was once one person has to establish himself as power, right? The all powerful. Only then there will be diplomatic relations.
Yeah, yes.
Right. So that is like, that is how, like during the Mughal era, that is how it used to happen.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So
I think your time. I mean, you have to go to Wayanad.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to prepare.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah, this was actually a really good session. Right.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, then. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you so much. Yeah.